What's up, Shikari? What's up, girl? It is getting chilly outside. Actually, it's cold in here too. I need to bring my other jacket. I have a nice jacket, but it's big and it's bulky. A little difficult to paint with. Best time of the year, you can wear jackets and long socks. I hate doing that though. I'll share a sleeping bag. You share a sleeping bag with Brian. You go. That's a good question. I'm wearing a t-shirt. I just hate wearing a lot of clothes. Sucks. Let's see this. Is it right? Yeah, that's it. You ghoul. I got an idea. We darken that first. And then we go into it. And that should solve the issue that I'm having. There. Should have been a muscle. I have about an hour and then I have to go. You take a pic of the that Charlene rework. I'll show it to you if you want. Yeah, I'll show it to you. It's not done yet, just because it's. I painted 2 weeks ago. I darkened the background. Let me see if it's dry, because I checked. It's still. See that right there? Not this. This is a blood blister. I pinched myself. See this? See it? It's still not dry. It's not gonna dry. I have been having so many freaking issues with paint recently. It's just driving me nuts. It's still not dry. It is absolutely insane. Alert's still not working, Crockett. That sucks. I don't understand them either. No, she's not done, Curry. I still need to rework, not rework, but kind of blend in part of the top of the head that looks cut out because I darkened everything. Everything else is looking pretty good, but this is extreme sinking in. I'll show it to y'all in a second. I would have to, it involves repositioning the camera and all that stuff, which I don't want to do yet. I'll do it at the end of the stream. Two effects. I've never had this issue with Winsor & Newton. Alerts don't work. It's expensive shit while I mix my own juicy white. You don't need expensive stuff. Mine's not overly expensive. I don't think it's a paint problem. I think it's a panel problem. The sinking in. It's Killer Pod. So I'm telling you the truth on top. Lows. Natural pigments. Just like grinding my own. I've done that before, but natural, I don't know. Is that what you mean? Just like grinding my own pigment? Fifth Thousand, yes. Bet I'll forget to put the painting up. You're probably right. Sinking is from certain pigments as well, especially dark ones. Yeah, but I've painted with all the colors that I'm painting with now and have never had this extreme of a problem, which is why it's leading me to believe it's the actual canvas or whatever I'm painting on. The board panel. I think $70 a tube ain't expensive. All my colors together don't cost that one. No, I'm talking about, these are like $50, which by the way, Cremnitz White, giant air bubble today. It's unreal. Rublev is good. Yeah, RGH. 2 air bubbles. I mean, big ones too. I haven't Shikari now. I'm in agreement. QFX. I don't want to take the time to do it. Halloween! Halloween! All right. Halloween, yes, a magical time. Spooky music. That's actually a good idea. What do you do here? Nice smooth. Sculpting. Raum. Thank you, good sir. A smaller brush, so let's see if I can get better prelims with it. I thought it was here, wasn't it? This was it, maybe. This one. Let's try this. This might be too red. This would be darker. Oh, you don't know how peanut butter tastes? Wow. Fools! Peanut butter is good. Reese's cups are good. Ooh. Why have peanut butter when you have Reese's? Just get the peanut butter out of the Reese's. Oh yeah, peanut butter on apple slices is really good. Salty ones are also alright. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. I want to bring too much light in. Okay. Music. Look at it. I'm not gonna change it. I'm just gonna redo this, except that's not what I wanted. Put it on loop. I didn't mean to do that. One second. It's on loop, right? There you go. Loop! Next one. There you go. SM, what's up, man? Yeah. Good. I'm glad you're here. Let me change this. Position that. Says it disconnected, reconnected. I don't know what's going on. Let's try this. Maybe. Maybe this is good. Maybe it's not. Okay. Actually, make this work. Wrong. Okay. It's not working for some reason. Get back to this will work. Song again. Get rid of this song. Which song is this? Four. Song 4 must die. Note to self, do not forget that brush, you idiot. When you clean up, don't forget it. So I am about to stop, but as of right now, I'm still planning on streaming some tomorrow as well. And I really hope that this is not like already kind of dried and sunken in, because I really want to continue working on the areas that I'm working on today with this. But before I go, Coquette, what do you think about the changes in Midnight that they're doing? Pretty big ones, it seems. Thinking myself something. You haven't looked at it at all? Ooh, they're doing one of the giant pruning things again. They're removing a lot of add-on capabilities to bring the game back under control. A little bit here. Overdo that. Bring up the light. No more Gladiator Rosa. You were correct about that. Do my homework. What time is it? 5? Yeah, I gotta start cleaning up. But I'll leave the stream on as I do. This is good. Oh! I'll put it back on the painting, but let me show you, Shakiri, if you're there, I'll show you the Charlene Richard. Okay? I'll show you guys the painting that I'm doing really quick. Then I'll put this back up. It'll be good for me to see this out of light too, because I I'm very pleased with this, but I do want to work that one up a little bit more. It's a cool painting. Okay. Drop this some. Ooh, okay. This is amazing because it will not dry. It's just not freaking drying. Look how sunken in. You can tell how sunken in it is. Look at this. Just very flat looking. Lean it forward some to get rid of the reflection. And I am going to switch lanes. It doesn't look great, because it's all chalky and there's like no color to it. It's just, it looks horrible, but it actually is going to look really, really cool when it's oiled out. But this seems like it's dry. Wait a second, this is dry. Well, then why is this wet? It's only wet there where I've been touching it? This painting, it's like it wants to mess with me. It's like, oh, he's going to touch us there. We will make sure that that never dries. Well, you know what? This is good because it was kind of worrying me. At least I know it's drying. Now, y'all can't tell, but this edge right here needs to be worked in some. You can't tell though, can you? See, I can. You see? Because I'm smart. Okay, I'm smart. There it is. All right, Coquette, I'll see ya, Crockett. Oh, how many layers? On the face, it's impossible to say. There's a lot. I repainted the face since y'all saw it. You'd say 1,500? Yeah, I can see 1,500. She did have a background. He made me take it out after he made me put it in. Skin oils? Yeah, she was in a freaking forest that took me like 2 weeks to do. At least 2 weeks. He's like, nah, take it out. I'm telling you. See, this is why I say artists can't be weaklings. You have people who are just like, I'm an artist, I like to express myself. A project like this will kill them. All right? I'm just saying, you have to... Just saying. Okay? Leave this up for a second. I'll put it back to the Halloween painting if y'all want. Or I can put another work up that y'all haven't seen. Anyway, I gotta start cleaning. Nice. Right. I mean, it's not, I didn't put like a very thick layer of darks, and the painting I painted over had been drying for a month. So we're fine. Okay? You ask why? It wasn't the feel he was going for with the work, which I understand. And he likes the paintings where I have the figure dark and emerging. The challenge with this was, oh, here's the other thing. I had her in the forest in the shade because of the shadows, which I could have made lighter, but I wanted to create that sense of depth to it. So you can see this is dark. Now, the midtones and the lights are very diffused, and so they're looking lighter than it is. So this, in picking up on camera, looks dark, and this looks very bright. That's not how it is. And this looks chalky. The whole thing is chalky. It's all sunken in. So when I go and repaint this in, what I'm going to do is very finely oil out the edges, and then I'm going to paint one more layer of dark in, and then I've already worked most of the edges up, but this is the area where I need to kind of slightly repaint, and that's very easy. I just need to put a couple transitional tones going in from the background and paint the hair into the background. That's what I have to do. Otherwise it looks cut out. It worked with what we had before, but not with this. So when you switch backgrounds, it changes all the values, but I made it happen. I willed it into existence, this. when you have a client and you're working with a photograph and they have an idea of what they want, it's very difficult to put that out there. That's why I like to be as, like, you need to have as much of a reference to say this is exactly what I want as possible, because people's ideas in their minds translate different than what they always tell you they want. And sometimes you have to just like pick that up. Otherwise, you have to change things after you've painted them, which has happened to me several times. But you have to do it, and that's just the nature of the work. Artistically, I liked the background better, but it's not what he wanted. And the forehead's overmodeled. It looks overmodeled, but I can tell you it is not overmodeled at all. How do I know that? Because I went back through with brush strokes and put brush strokes into it, but then when it sinks in, the whole thing, it looks overmodeled when it is dried. That's the problem, because you lose the subtle brush work that I put into it. I will do, oh, look at this. Do y'all remember this painting here? Time to switch paintings really quick. You want to see something that's sunken in? I'll show you something that is sunken in. Face. Y'all remember this? I don't know if y'all do. Many of you were not here during this time. You were not here. Wait, I'll just leave it down like that. Put the camera down. Y'all remember this one? Here. We'll do the zoom. This one's very sunken in. Look at that. You can tell. And here's the thing. I have it pointing down like that. Now, if I was to put this up, look at that. You see how sunken this is? It's freaking nuts. With a capital K. Skull reference. This is from my enemy. My enemy. That's where I got it. That's where I freaking got it. My enemy. It was a high-stake painting cockfight battle contest. And of course I was victorious, as I am in all walks of life. The winner gains the loser's head. The loser loses his head and loses. I just literally mixed up all my colors just now in a very bad way. So I was talking shit. Oh my gosh, this is totally confusing now. did. Where did... Oh, right there. Did some master copy with color picking and digital. That shit looks so real because the value changes are giga subtle. Color picking and digital. I can see that. Bebe's dead. Bebe was born out of the despair of painting. What brand of oil paint did I use on this? Or what are you talking about? Are you talking to me? I don't know. I think pretty much the same colors I always do. Probably a little bit more Michael Harding's, but I've been using like Georgian yellow ochre. I mean, I don't. Probably more. Look, honestly, we talk about the paint doesn't really matter in it. Like you just need a decent red, and you can get away with a lot of stuff. It's very easy to get good yellows, good blacks, whites, all that stuff. A decent red, you just want to be able to push the colors. Now, if you want to get a nice bright orange like that, cadmium yellow and alizarin crimson, and that will make an awesome candlelight. Don't use yellow ochre for it unless you want it toned down some. I guarantee you, if you gave me most any brand of paint, I could do this. I don't care what brand it is. Any brand of paint, and then just give me a decent red. You know? And that could be, alizarin crimson normally works very well across brands. It's normally like the cadmium reds. I think I used cadmium red in this too. Like recently I've been using Indian red, but it's pretty easy to do. Like I could go back to cadmium at some point, but I'm just using Indian right now. And in fact, the painting that I'm working with would probably benefit more from cadmium red than Indian red. But I'm still making it work because all I have to do, if I want something to get a little bit more kick, I just add a little bit of alizarin crimson and maybe even a touch of cadmium yellow to like push what otherwise cadmium red would have done. You make these modifications, you know. This sinking in, I don't know why this happened with that one. I really do wish that I understood why this was happening. Because I would definitely try to prevent it. It's the number one thing that is slowing me down in my work, because there are things that I'm like, okay, that needs to be repainted, but then when I oil it out, I'm like, wait a second, now that looks good. And I kind of think that I try to remember how it looked the day I painted it, right? But that's the other problem. Like this painting, it was sunken in, and it's like I'm having a hard time blending some of the edges because it's half sunken in, and it's when I paint on it, the edge is becoming grayed out really quick. It's the weirdest thing. Like, it's been very extreme recently in here. You ever just take orange as the base for the skin color? Chromathin though? No. I mean, I don't know. Look, I would take it more as a base skin tone if it was like it's a candlelight portrait, right? I think it probably is the primer, and there's a good chance that this is the Zinsser primer. Zinsser. which that stuff I think is what's doing it. So I went back to just the Dick Blick, gesso primer. The best thing to do is oil grind, which I will do. I just don't have the time to do that right now. I don't even have enough time to get the paintings done I need to get done. But then, if I'm playing lawyer about it, I can make the argument that I would save time by taking the time to do the oil grind, because I wouldn't have to be wrestling with the painting. I get it done quicker. That's actually a good argument for it. So, I might consider doing that, because I am getting to that point. It's always something. It's always a freaking air bubble, air pocket in the tube, or it's always something. It's an amateur hour on steroids. Michael, watch this boat disappear. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Two parts yellow. You had 2 parts yellow, 1 part red, giga thinned down as best for skins, which is kind of orange. I saw lead white when I was in Belgium. It was over 100 euros, so I didn't buy it, but it was so heavy. Yeah, they do that especially in like frescoes. They do that. Green is nice, because then you can go in, you start painting the warms over it. It's a nice contrast. It's like red and flesh. Red's the opposite of the green. It's supposed to make it nice and colorful. Right. But yeah, there's, I mean, my style is more, you could say more a la prima. It's more just straight up matching the colors and painting, more basic. It's not as much glazing. Glazing is painting from light to dark. Scumbling's dark to light. It's like in thin coats. But most people, including myself, have just said glazing is just simply just like you're putting a glaze over. You're just glazing. It doesn't matter if the value, but technically that's what it is. Which is a nice effect. And then trompe l'oeil is the study of what happens below the surface of the painting, where you have the paint and then you have the actual surface, and then what's happening with the light between the paint and the surface to make that effect. And that's actually really cool to think about. There is a lot of science going on behind it. Because normally if you paint, like Scott Burdick does this, he has like, well, he uses this move where he'll paint white and then he'll paint black over it, and because there's like, if you have something light underneath and then you paint a dark over it, so that would be a glaze, I think. That would be a glaze. It creates a warm feel to it, and you can do that even with paint as well. Make it pop. Little Shreks. I'll put my painting up. You'll see the full painting. That way we can. I put 2002 on here. I actually signed it. 2002. Because I forgot to sign it. And for some reason, it took me 3 years to freaking remember to do this. But I'm guessing it was 2002 that I had done that. So I can see it better. Okay, there's a lot of work I need to do. Hopefully this does not sink in overnight. If it sinks in overnight, there's no hope. A spooky Halloween painting. Cool, huh? It's looking all right. Can you just move? It's looking all right. It's going to be a good one. But here's the thing. This is giving me very good practice to do scenes like this, right? I have it in my head. So every time I do a painting off of Mid-Journey. First off, I say it is, so I'm not taking credit for the design, but it's giving me practice that I need, right? It's getting my imagination going. We have this nice painting. It's better than doing still life after still life after still life, in my opinion. Scott verdict. Yeah, it probably will sink in overnight. It does. I'm gonna bitch slap me. Guys, I'm gonna go. My brush is really quick. I'll leave the stream on, like I always do. Be right back. We're back. We're back. Okay. Guys. Just throw it. Have I ever thrown anything on stream before? I might have gotten upset once and thrown something. I feel like I did once a long time ago. Maybe not. I don't really throw things. I have. Any real artist has. It's been a while. I'm pleased with that painting. I just need to start getting myself into it. And trying to place everything, get the drawing correct. And once we get sometimes it takes a while to kind of get in the flow of what brushes you're using. 'Cause sometimes you're painting better with certain brushes than others. You know, you can always go in with an idea, but you got to be able to, a plan. You always have to be able to shift it though. Shift the strat. You threw it off stream. Did I throw it off stream? Yeah, I might have told you all about it. I remember telling you all I threw something. Which one was it? It was like, oh, this. I'll show you this one. I was pissed. In fact, it was last Halloween. I was having the worst. I just pulled this away, and there's a painting behind it with a giant dick on it. Anyway, it's this painting right here. You can see the skull. I was trying. Okay. It was Halloween, and I was like, I really want to make a video, but same thing as is going on now. It's just things were, all right, back then it was a little bit more intense, and it was always, every single time I would try to get in to film a skit or a video, like clockwork, some bullshit would always happen at home. And it happened every single time I needed to get stuff done. Like, it was crazy. And that was one of those days. And so I came in here, and then stuff kept on happening. I forgot what it was specifically. What was it? I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was some crazy thing that kept on happening. I think it had something to do with materials or something with the lighting, with the candles or something like that. I don't know what it was. Eventually, it was one of those things where I was trying to just keep it in. Just keep it in, because if you lose your temper, it's all downhill. It's a losing situation. And you deserve to lose at that point. I lost it. I was like, fuck. I think I took the paint and just like threw it across the room or something. Like into one of my crappy easels that I don't care about. That was it. I lost it. That was a year ago. I don't recommend doing that. Did it solve anything? Nope. Nope. It wasn't a commission. Ripped a couple pieces into pieces. No, the commission I had to repaint. I don't remember what that one was, but I didn't do that. I didn't mess with that. Maybe I punched one of them at one point. The thing is, I don't think I did though, because if I punched it, I would have had to have been really angry to do that, and then I think it probably would have broken the easel or something, or perhaps the board. I don't think I've done that. Have I thought about doing it? Yes. But, I don't know. 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 I but brush, like I've thrown 1 or 2 brushes over the course. Like, I mean, look, this is extremely rare. Like you get upset. Like I remember I threw one, where did I throw one? Like against the wall once. I don't even know where we're talking about this, but I am curious. This way. Anyway, painting can be extremely frustrating. And that's the thing, it's like when you're by yourself, it's easier to do stupid shit, right? Like if somebody's in the room with you, you're not going to do that. But when you're by yourself being tested, like tested. Grosho, what's up, man? It solved it at the moment. Yeah, right. Solved it at the moment. But it didn't, and that's the thing. I know what you're saying, but it didn't. It just made it worse. I think that would break your hand. Yeah, if you hit it with these 2 knuckles, it'll mess it up. But if you do these 2, you're fine. But normally, if you're upset, you're not thinking straight, and you'll hit it like that and hit those. So it could. And in fact, that's why I took birchwood panels so that they're essentially indestructible. That's why I was saying I would think it would hurt the easel before it hurt the painting. Right now, if it's a thin panel, the panel's going to crack. But I don't want to break this easel. This easel is a damn good easel. So I mean, like I wouldn't do that. Well, guys, I will try to stream again this week, possibly tomorrow. I do want to see what we can do with this, and I'll continue the work up in the trees because this is kind of a block in, and the impression's there, but like the design, I don't like this thing right there. There's things we need to fix, but I want to go and give it a nice touch to it. And the cool thing is that even if this sinks in and I need to paint on it later on, I can always re-oil it out and go in and continue to work, because you can keep on working on something, even if it's not, even after it's dried. So this is a painting. I was like, okay, well, it's Halloween time, and I want to do a nice piece, and I want to get done before Halloween to have the video. Right now, I just don't have the time to do what I need to get done. So the next best thing, I'm just going to say, all right, we can work on this beyond Halloween. I'll have fun with it. Who cares? Still fall. Man, Halloween though, man. I love Halloween. I hate that it's going to be over within a week, within a couple days. Always like, October 1st is great because you're like, you got this whole month to look forward to it. Just the imagination behind it. It's a fun time. Every other time of the year is boring. Whatever. I have thrown tools, especially the brush, sheds or falls off into the cleaner. It sounds like you acquired some fighting knowledge for the next camping. You always have to bring it back to there. Dang, it looks really nice. Hey, thanks. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Halloween is, when is Halloween? Halloween is, no, it's the 31st, and that's going to be a Friday. So maybe I stream, if I can stream today and tomorrow, we can have a Halloween stream. Listen to the same music on repeat. So essentially have the same type of stream we've been having for the last couple days. QFX, you were correct. All right, guys, I got to run. Y'all are awesome. I'll see you.